Okay, so we've heard about the English experience. Now we are going to see the French, the Italian, and our experience. So Valérie Lawrence, she's an adult oncologist from Institut Curie, Paris. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. So I am a medical oncologist and I work at Institut Curie in Paris, as Alvaro said. France is in Europe, as you know, and it counts about 66 million inhabitants. Some people say it's quite enough French people. What do TYA represent in the French population? There are 6.7% people aged from 15 to 19 and 6% from 20 to 24. Cancer killed more than 300 TYA patients in 2007. And in France, it is the third cause of death after accident and suicide. We were talking with Sue about the patient voice. The first time the medical community heard the French patient's voice in TYA oncology was in 1998 during the first forum for cancer patients. And what did they tell? They told us that they felt having strong social and educational issues, especially for the older adolescents and young adults. They felt isolated in the adult oncology wards, and they felt as having a double punishment, being young people and being cancer patients. So in 2001 was created a patients association named Jeunes Solidarité Cancer, and their representatives were integrated in the National Cancer Institute in 2005. In the same times, a program devoted to TYA oncology research was launched in 2003. It was funded by private money. It was supported by the National French League Against Cancer, and it gives grants every year to research projects dedicated to TYA oncology in many fields, as you can see. And one of the important fields was epidemiology. What were we talking about when we were talking about TYA oncology? How many patients, what pathway of care? And this was the first big research project launched by this program. The first study was the CADO study. And it studied this period of time on childhood and adult cancer registries in 8 departments in France. Why only on 10% of the French population? Because in France, we don't have any national registration for adult cancer patients. We only have national registration for childhood cancer patients until 15 years. So we wanted to know how many patients between 15 and 19-year-olds were treated in France. And what we found is that there were 1,700 new cases annually diagnosed in TYA, 700 in 15 to 19, 1,000 in 20 to 24, versus 1,500 in children under 15. And what we learned of this study was that adolescents between 15 and 19 were treated in a wide range of institutions. And more than 20% of them were treated in non-specialized institutions. I mean general hospital, private clinics. There were a poor participation of pediatric oncologists in their care, and only 9% of them were included in randomized or non-randomized studies. But these data collected were collected in sparsely populated departments with a coverage of only 10% of France and in a period of time in the 80s and 90s. With this data, the French government made some recommendation in 2004. This first recommendation said that patients under 18 years in France should be offered treatment in a pediatric center with age-appropriate facilities. That for patients between 16 and 18, choice should be left to them between adult or pediatric setting. And that decisions of diagnostic and treatment should be made in multidisciplinary meeting with both pediatricians and adults, based on clear evidence of outcomes. And that radiotherapy for patients 16 to 18 should be made in an agreed radiotherapy center. This is only a recommendation, but there is no obligation. After this first epidemiology study, we wanted to know more about the French TYA cancer patients, and another study was done by the same epidemiologist, Emmanuel de Sande, on 40% of the French territory, with patients between 15 and 19 diagnosed between 2006 and 2007, with more exhaustive source of notification. We found the usual epidemiological data of tumor types being a mix of pediatric of adult cancer in this population. And he studied about 600 patients. And we learned a lot about their pathways of care. Where were these patients treated? On the overall population, 67% of them were treated in adult services. And this was obviously more important over 17 years. The barrier is really at 17 years. When you are under 17, half of them were treated in pediatric setting, half of them in adult setting. And this was also more obvious in solid tumors. And what we saw also is that for the 15 to 19 patients, 22% of them were treated in non-specialist institutions when they had solid malignancies. And the gap in the whole population, hematological and non-hematological malignancies, was also at 17 years. When you are over 17 years, you have 25% chance of being treated in a non-specialist institution. It means general hospitals or private clinic. Pathways of decision for these patients. 320 adolescents of the 600 were discussed in MDT meetings, about half of them, mainly for treatment decision. And as you see, mainly in adult MDT meetings. How many were included in studies? 27% of the French TYA population during this period was included in randomized or non-randomized studies. In pediatric study, in common studies. In France, we have 2 common studies for bone tumor, osteosarcoma and Ewing sarcoma, for children, adolescents, and adults, and 7% in adult studies. So, given this data, the second Cancer Strategic Action Plan, launched in 2009, made TYA with cancer a priority, given that this age group requires special attention. And the Action 23.5 had to define and organize a program of specific action for these patients, and had to support innovative projects in all aspects of their cares. So 8 projects were granted by the National Institute of Cancer, and this project had to be made in collaboration between pediatric and medical oncologists or hematologists, with the main objectives of increasing medical expertise, creating multidisciplinary teams, increasing inclusion in clinical trials, the objective of long-term follow-up and transition to provide age-appropriate support and facilitate peer support. So you can see that there are 8 projects in France, but not equally in all France. 3 projects in Paris, 2 projects in the southeast, 1 project in Brittany, 1 project in Aquitaine, 1 project in the north, but there is no project in the south of France, nor in the east of France. During the same time, 3 TYA units were created in France. The first unit was created in Institut Gustave Roussy, Villejuif, and it is embedded in the pediatric oncology department. It is led by Laurence Brugère, who is a pediatric oncologist, and it is for patients from 13 to 20 and now over 20. The second unit was created in 2010, only dedicated to patients with hematological malignancies, with 10 beds for patients aged 15 to 25, and is led by an adult hematologist, Nicolas Boissel. And the third unit is in Institut Curie, with 6 beds. It is embedded in the medical oncology department, but depends on the pediatric department, and is led by a medical oncologist, me. In the third Cancer Strategic Action Plan, launched in January 2014, there were another new action for TYA with cancer, and it was to provide this patient a support based on their specificity and aiming to maintain social bond. This action wants to organize structures based on existing expert teams with criteria defined on a national framework. And this criteria and objective has to be defined based on the result of the project granted, on the 8 projects granted I've shown you. And we have to organize, depending on local resources and expertise, an optimal pathway of care for this patient, able to meet their specific needs. In France was also created a professional group dedicated to TYA oncology 2 years ago, with about 70 members now, with all the health professionals devoted to TYA cancer, with patients and charities. The board is half with an adult background and half with a pediatric background, as you can see, with pediatric oncologist, adult hematologist, and medical oncologist. And this group wants to promote inclusion of TYA patients in clinical trials, want to be part of the educational programs and training of the health professionals involved in the TYA care, want to identify social needs and promote social support for this population, and improve communication between professionals. We would also like to promote partnership between patients, charities, professional associations, to support research projects and funding, and to network with existing collaborative groups. This is very difficult. And we want also to be a key partner for the health authority for all issues and decisions in TYA oncology. Some of research projects have already emerged from this new group on epidemiology, social field, and we have working groups working on fertility, transition, palliative care, psychosocial support, social field, and therapeutic education. So what we can say about the French situation? We have done quite a lot of things. We have still a lot of things to do. I think we have improved a lot in the 15 to 90-year-old population, but we still have to improve in the 20 to 25-year-old population. And we have it's much more difficult to work on this population. We have created dedicated teams and structures. So that's the only 5 ways I know to say thank you in European languages. Thank you for your attention.